Hello everyone, I'm Alex Dykes, and this gorgeous car is the 2014 Mazda 3 5-door hatchback. Now I know it has been some time since I promised a full review on the 2014 Mazda 3, and I'm sorry it's taken this long, but let's dive right on in. Up front, Mazda has ditched their smiley face on the outgoing Mazda 3 for this incredibly attractive front end that's been borrowed from the Mazda 6. I think that the proportions and the overall shapes going on fit the Mazda 3 even better than the Mazda 6. And I think the Mazda 6 is one of the most attractive mid-sized sedans available. This is definitely a sharp departure from Mazda's former smiley face design theme that you saw on the outgoing Mazda 3. Some interesting options available in the Mazda 3 if you're willing to pay for them are HID headlamps as well as radar cruise control. The radar cruise control module is well hidden into the front end of the Mazda 3 if you choose that option. These are options that you really don't find in any other compact sedan that competes directly with the Mazda 3 in the mass market segment. In many ways, however, the Mazda 3 competes with vehicles outside this mass market segment that you would normally associate with the Mazda 3. So while the sedan definitely does business with the likes of the Toyota Corolla and the Honda Civic, the Mazda 3 5-door, especially in its upper-level trims, can also be easily compared to something like a Lexus CT200H, a Volkswagen Golf. Of course, there's also that Ford Focus titanium model. And now that Volvo doesn't have anything in this particular category, this is also a good alternative for people out there that miss their Volvo S40, their V50, or even that C30 hatchback. The Mazda 3 isn't just a pretty face, it also has a very attractive side profile, and it reminds me a great deal of the BMW X1. It's a very good thing to be reminded of. Part of what's going on here, and part of why this looks very different on the side profile than the average front-wheel drive competitors, is right here by the front door. You'll notice that while we still have a decent front overhang, that's the area between the front tire and the very front of the vehicle, you'll find that in most front-wheel drive cars, we also have a relatively large distance between the wheel and the driver's and passenger's front door. The reason for that is because of what's going on under the hood. We'll cover that a little bit later, but as a result of what's going on under the hood, we have a more rear-wheel drive proportion to the vehicle than you'd find in most cars out there. It results in a slightly longer hood than your average front-wheel drive car. We also have a very sexy rear profile going on. However, sexy rear profiles usually lead to reduced rear headroom as well as reduced cargo capacity. That is something you have to keep in mind when you compare this to something that's more square like that Volkswagen Golf. Mazda